Hello, so today we're going to be talking about bearded dragons. This is Scorch, my new juvenile bearded dragon. I would say she's a juvenile because she's a little bit bigger than the babies you usually buy. I'm not sure if she feels a little bit threatened right now, but she's kind of puffing her beard a little bit, so I'm not going to bother her right now. Yeah, I highly recommend not to put a water dish, just because they get their water from the food, but you always have to mist them in the mornings and at noon usually. That's what I would do. I have a little food dish. It's got some greens, and usually I put some strawberries in, but today I didn't put any strawberries in. I got a humidity gauge and a temperature gauge. And the temperature gauge is not like, I wouldn't say it's like exact for the area she wants to bask in, which I would recommend to be anywhere from 90 to 100 to 10, and that's okay with a normal heating lamp and bulb for reptiles. And then there's a UVV and UVA light right there. There's the calcium. I just feed her. Right now I started on crickets, but I'm going to make a mealworm farm here soon. I have a bag with a little bit of calcium. I put them in, and I don't want to over calciumize her, so what I was doing was I would feed her. She has to sit in there with her mouth open, like right underneath the basking lamp. That's how I know she likes it. So I've been giving her half calcium covered feeders and half non-calcium covered feeders. That way she can get used to like a little bit of a varied insect diet. But yeah, and what I do is, if not half or even sometimes a little bit more than half, I have her capture the food, and a few times during feeding I will hand feed her, so she associates my hand with like food or something good, because I don't want her being scared every single time I go to pick her up. I don't want her to just associate my hand with picking her up. Now I'm gonna try and get up without scaring her. Okay. The temperature gauge is not perfect. I mean, that's pretty good because it's on the back wall and she's in the middle. She has a little hide, some wood to climb. When she wants her UV, she comes over here. See, what I do is I turn off at nighttime. It's warm enough in my house to where I could turn this off and she'll be fine, but like at nighttime, of course. So I turn this off like before for a while, but before I go to bed, so I can get the brightest light off and then some of the heat down, so she knows it's getting close to bedtime. And then when I go to bed, I'll turn this one off, and then she'll, like last night, I turned this off. I was around 12, and I didn't get it off till a little bit late last night, but turned this off around like 11, and around exactly 12 when I went to put her to sleep, I turned this off, and she went right over on top of that log and just laid down, closed her eyes, literally went to sleep. I was like, wow. But because the temperature is not exact, like for where she's at, that just tells me if I have to worry about it. Like if that's like on the 65, that's where I really worry about it, and I hurry up and I see if there's anything I could do to fix it, which to make sure it's not too dangerously low or high for her, I have a little temperature reader. Let me wrap this on my hand so she don't get spooked with the string. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Look right here under her UV. It's 80. Okay. Right here in her UV basking spot, the 75 to 80. And her normal basking spot, and this is perfect, 95. That's very perfect, and high 80s, low 90s. Right underneath her light, though, it starts getting into the hundreds, which is probably perfect, I would say. especially for a young one right here. You want her to get used to your habitat. Now, of course, this is a 20 long, so I'm going to have to upgrade probably, I'd say 2 months, 3 months, and I can get a little bit bigger than this. That's gradually get bigger. Yeah, I'm feeding her straight up greens. I was going to give her strawberries and radishes. I did a little bit more reassurance, and I cut out the radishes. They can't have radishes. Now, of course, I need to add some more. This is just like what I've first have in for her. There's some felt down there. Trust me, you don't need to buy the Petco felt or wherever you get it from, because she doesn't really need that. You know, you can get the same thing from like Home Depot, Fabric and Outfitters, or whatever you get your carpeting from, anything like little felt. I have her crickets in here. I'm not going to take them out because then, you know, they kind of freak out because they know that they're going somewhere they probably would be scared to go. This is what I used to mist her. You know, it's not too strong. And she likes it. She closes her eyes, opens her mouth when I do it. And I mist her in the morning. When she wakes up, I let her bask for a second. You know, I turn this one on first because it's less bright. Then after a little bit, I turn on that one, and she sits there for a minute, and so we'll go right over to her basking spot, which I'm considering putting this her basking spot because it's a little bit higher, but she seems to be okay with that right now. Yeah, so I've also been putting strawberries in there. But yeah, that's about it. For this first update video, this is the second day I've had her actually. And I guess you could tell me in the comments how you think I'm doing. It's really all up to you guys. What I was gonna originally do, I started feeding her with this, and she bit onto the prongs, and I don't know if that would hurt her or not. It kind of scared me a little bit. These aren't scissors, this is tweezers. But what I was doing was I was showing her this. I was gonna start showing her this to associate this with, okay, it's mealtime, and then I hand feed her a little bit of bonding. Like, just I'll lower this in to signify it's feeding time, so she can be ready to eat. Yeah, I posted some feeding videos before this one, so hopefully they'll be posted before this. But right now I have this up here for now with the rest of the calcium, which that calcium, I don't know how long it'll last me. It should last a while. Yeah, little fishies over there, the bigger tank, and my turtle over there. If I go over there, I have the lights off right now. So yeah, this is Scorch. Now I keep saying she because I'm assuming it's a female because the tail is really skinny, and yeah, so there's a few ways to tell, but she's too young for me to fully tell right now. But I've been calling her a she. Yeah. It's back up here. Okay guys, well, that's it for this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you would like to see more. Make sure you add that like button if you do want to see more. I will actually keep you guys updated. I know some of you like animals. So yeah. Alright, leave a comment letting me know any suggestions of what I should do for this. And of course I'll go bigger, you know, I know that. Get a bigger lid for right now, you know. I have my gate up so the cat can't get in here. She can't really get in here at all. And she don't really care about it. And this, of course, I know I gotta get a bigger lid. This is just temporary. So yeah, other than that, let me know what you think. Alright guys, it's 9 a.m. right now. At 10, I'm gonna get her out and interact with her for a while. Alright, I'll see ya.